Tonight, it's the PFL Europe Championship.
What a stoppage!
The battle started in Newcastle, England this past March.
What a knockout!
And our fighters set the MMA world on fire.
It's tight! He's out!
What a finish from Simeon Powell!
Then it was on to Berlin. Followed by a record-breaking event in Paris.
Kylian Mbappé is speechless.
Tonight, with fighters from over 10 countries.
Scores the submission victory. What a fight.
We're making history with 4 titles and $400,000 on the line.
Also to the chin! Wow! So impressive!
It's the PFL Europe Championship live from Dublin, Ireland.
Welcome, PFL fight fans, to Dublin, Ireland, home of our first ever PFL European Championships. An entire season's worth of hard work all comes down to this, as fighters vie for a European title, $100,000 prize, and a spot on the global roster. 3 Arena plays host to the fights tonight. Some Irish representation, some underdogs on the card. That's Valentina Scatizzi. Even people making their mixed martial arts debuts. It's going to get wild in Dublin. But let's talk about the reason we're really here. 4 championship bouts. Dan Hardy, Frans Mlambo, Khurshed Kakhorov. You talk about Mitchell versus Kaszuba. Irish fighters in both of these title bouts. This is what I'm looking forward to.
This is exactly what you want from a championship fight. Fights where you can't pick a winner. Like Mlambo, Khurshed, Mitchell, Kaszuba, I have no idea who's going to win. Powell, Nedoh, I know how that could possibly go for one way and the other, but I don't know which one's going to take it. And of course, Valentina Scatizzi, the underdog, coming in there against Dakota, looking for the upset in her adopted hometown.
And Stefan Struve, we talked a lot about these light heavyweights. We also have these fights. We'll open the action with an amateur flyweight showcase. From there, it's everybody trying to impress Dan Hardy, trying to impress the bosses, trying to make sure they are part of the PFL's future plans in Europe and beyond. Some stellar matchups here. Fighters with tons of experience. Breese, he's been everywhere. And then we get to the main card on DAZN. McGrillen, he's one of the hot rising young stars in the sport right now. He'll open against Weslley, Maia. Those two just can't stand one another. Sparks have been flying all week long. And then we'll get to the championship bouts. Tuke is back, and Nathan Kelly caps off the card. He already earned a PFL contract in our Challenger Series, but he said, "You're coming to Dublin, I want to fight there."
For Nate Kelly, maintain composure and use long-range strikes. And for Callum Seaton, apply pressure early and make the fight scrappy.
Andy Shepherd gets the night started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dublin, Ireland. Welcome to the 3 Arena, and welcome to the first ever PFL Europe Championship. Tonight, we will make history, crowning our first ever champions and handing out some 6-figure checks. And we start tonight with a special amateur showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestling specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds an amateur record of 1 win and 3 losses. Fighting out of Bangor, Northern Ireland, Callum the Butcher Seaton. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 125.5 pounds and holds an amateur MMA record of 1 victory and 2 defeats. Fighting out of 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦 Island, Nate the Great Kelly! The referee in charge, Dimitry.
Nate Kelly in the black trunks, Callum Seaton in the gray. Amateur contest, so 3 3-minute rounds.
Here we go.
Nate Kelly taking the center early.
Switching stances before any strikes are thrown, giving different looks to Seaton. Slaps the head kick off the guard.
Callum Seaton might be waiting for a level change here under this commitment. He might want to get this fight to the floor. Chasing the body lock, drives Nate Kelly up against the fence.
Knee on the inside there from Kelly. Seaton fighting to get that takedown, as Dan mentioned he might.
He's got the body lock. Doesn't really have his hands locked.
Nice little shoulder strike up against the fence there from Seaton. Seems much more comfortable in this position.
Knee from Seaton answered by Kelly.
Good job by Kelly with the head position here.
Nice to work. Beautiful combination on the inside there from Nate Kelly.
Got a swelling on the cheekbone of Callum Seaton from that high kick.
Yeah, the second one connected for sure. I loved how Kelly moved away from the fence and immediately went back to his striking.
Traveling sidekick there from Kelly, mixing it up with the attacks on the legs.
You can see that kickboxing experience in Kelly, the way that he's on his toes, bouncing in and out of range.
You can see that stance that a lot of SBG fighters have, that wide stance. Hands low, trying to lure their opponents in.
Now Nate Kelly looking with a
Nice job.
Nice work by Kelly, get on top here. Got that far side underhook and immediately starts to advance position.
Got a minute to work. Looking for a Kimura.
Good work, knee on belly. Nice scramble by Seaton, but he's in a guillotine here. Could be dangerous.
He's going for a Dars. Can he lock it up? Good defense by Seaton here.
Kelly tried to grab the back. Seaton with a good stop sign.
Oh, nice job there by Kelly, full mount.
He's got 30 seconds to work here. Oh, he takes the back.
He's got it locked in.
There's a squeeze from Kelly, but Seaton got his hips back.
Good work by Callum Seaton there to get back to a safer position. Not ideal though, still in mount.
Good job by Seaton moving his hips backward, going to the back door here.
Furious pace at the end of round 1. Kelly staying on top. Seaton wrestles out.
Some really nice scrambles, guys.
Kelly in the black, Seaton in the gray. Round 2 of a possible 3. Amateur showcase contest to open the card here in Dublin. PFL European Championships, 4 belts tonight. Into a straight right from Kelly there.
And for that body lock again.
Yes.
Good job by Kelly to counter it.
Step through. Scrambles back to his feet, and once again Kelly on his back.
He's controlling the wrist. position, trying to go to an anaconda choke. He's got it locked in. Beautiful grab there. Wow. He's got it locked in. That was incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action of 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via submission via anaconda, Nate Kelly!
He showed his head kicks. Beautiful work there. Simeon was looking for the body locks. Was close to some takedowns, but Nate Kelly had an answer for everything. Really slick on the ground. Beautiful mat return here. Simeon did a good job of not staying in that position. Try to get back to his knees. And here you see Kelly locks it up. And he doesn't go straight to the bicep right away. He locks his hands. That's a perfect way to start. And then when he's got the position to lock it in and grab his bicep, locks it in. A couple seconds later, that's it. Beautiful job here.
Dan Hardy, what were you doing in August of 2004?
Wow. I was making my pro debut a month before. That's what I was doing. 2004, yeah, get my ass kicked in June.
Didn't you fight in Amsterdam?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I remember
as well.
I ask you that because Nate Kelly was being born in August of 2004. Here's your tail of the tape. As I mentioned, large lightweights. Tonatiuh is only 26. Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦 is also yet to see 30 years of age. 5'11" versus 6 foot. A 73-inch reach versus a 75-inch reach. Now, Stefan Struve, I know that doesn't impress you, but I fought in the light heavyweight division, and I have a 75-inch reach.
Yeah.
Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦 has some arms.
All right, so keys to victory. Conor Hughes needs to do what he does best, control the center and wrestle with his top game. Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦 has got to use that height and reach advantage, but that is transferable to chokes on the ground as well. But he's got to stay disciplined. If he gets reckless, he might get caught.
Andy Shepherd, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight takes place in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 154.5 pounds. In 18 professional bouts, has built a record of 10 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and a single no contest. Fighting out of Gran Canaria, Spain, Sebastian Santana Guedes. His opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155.25 pounds and has built a record of 7 victories and 1 defeat. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Conor Hughes. Your referee and judge, Dan Mulvahedy.
Judge.
Green trunks
Judge.
for Hughes.
Timekeeper.
Gray for Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦.
All right, round number 1. Ready.
England versus Spain in this showcase bout at 155 pounds. Hughes taps a low kick to start the action. And another.
I think this style, stand-up striking style from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦 is going to be way more in favor of Conor Hughes' style instead of the style Dylan Tuke used in Berlin, where he was on the move all the time. You already see 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦 staying toe-to-toe.
And Dan, you talked about the potential recklessness. It hasn't been a lack of skill or talent for Guedes. It's been some mental errors in fights, being maybe taking unnecessary risks. He doesn't want to do that. Attacking, and Guedes trying to grab a hold of the takedown, get himself out of some trouble. Nice power half here on the sprawl from Conor Hughes, forcing that head down for Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦.
Man, you really need to do that against 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦 because with the long arms, if you don't push that head down all the way, you can still lock his hands like he does now. He's going for the single, but he ends up on his back.
Going for the deep half here, trying to get a sweep. Failed on the takedown, but still tried to drag this fight to the floor.
Good frame by Hughes here.
Now, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗦, he closes the guard. Got to get himself up that cage or away from it. Don't want to be smashed up against the barrier.
Yeah, he doesn't mind having people in his guard, but up against the fence, he doesn't really have space to set up submission. So I think that's why Conor Hughes stays here. Trying to spin, going for a leg.
Hughes keeps his leg out of trouble temporarily. Dan Hardy, what does Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦 need to do?
Well, he's attacking the leg at the moment, but Conor Hughes has read it very well and he's triangled it. You can see the legs. You can see the legs wrapped here. He's trying to control that because that's if he can release that triangle, then Hughes is going to find his leg in danger. Whereas he's trying to attack those legs, but you can see how he's sprawling his body out. This is the leg that's in danger. That's the one that Guedes is trying to pull back in, looking for knee bars, looking for heel hooks.
Trying to get a hold of that other leg of Hughes. You can also sweep with this, but it's very difficult. He's got a hold of the leg. He's got out of the Nedoh. You can create some space when you get to work with the leg lock. Hughes is doing a good job holding on to his head, staying close, throwing some strikes.
Got a good grip on that foot, though. He must feel confident that he's going to be able to get it because it's forcing Hughes to defend as opposed to attack. That means you know that it's a danger to him.
And he's got a figure four. He doesn't have it the way you want to have it, but if he can roll, then he can.
I see him trying to toe fold this here, but Hughes trying to stay heavy. Now he's locking his hands. Let go of it, but Hughes offering some body punches just to distract Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗦 from this attack on his own right leg.
Use this position, gentlemen.
Hughes
Some
is not
progression,
taking any
please.
risks with it.
He's trying to keep as much weight on that leg as he can, so Sebastian can't roll him over to the other side, over to the Twins logo, and start to attack that leg isolated. Good work by Conor Hughes being defensive here, but he's got to get that leg free.
Got to use this position, gentlemen.
And normally you would frame here and throw strikes, but he's holding on to 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦.
I mean, you can see the odd angle that it's putting Conor Hughes' knee at. He's not in danger of a submission here, but finally gets that leg back. And stands up, right back on the attack.
Fight back, Sebastian!
Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗦.
Sebastian, fight back!
Sharing up, the referee looking on closely.
Trying to get a hold of the arms of Hughes. Good ground and pound here.
Right hand from Hughes.
Sebastian, you got to fight back!
Guedes covering up, working back to guard. Still defending himself. Good job by Guedes getting back to a safe position.
Keep your toes out of cage. Keep your toes out of cage.
Kicking his hips out here.
Flat feet, flat feet.
Final few seconds of the round. Conor Hughes stands up out of the guard in the attack on that arm bar. We'll head to round two. He didn't get the submission on it, but
Round number two. Ready,
trying
ready.
to keep it
Have
safe.
fun.
That takes a lot out of your muscles. Hughes in the green, Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡 in the gray. Immediate shot from 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡.
That's the back of the head.
Hughes once
Get your
again
hands out the glove, Sebastian.
with his right hand on top.
Guedes going for the leg again.
Good work by Conor Hughes. You can see that right foot is hooked. It was hooked on the outside of the leg, which was slowing the leg attack down. Back to the feet where Conor Hughes is going to want this fight now. He's landed the big shot.
Yeah, good decision to get back to his feet, as we saw in the first round. Guedes doesn't mind being on his back, but why let him be on the ground? Just let him fight your fight. Nice shot to the body there.
Punch first, then back at it. Come on, Connor, commit.
Barely missed with it. I like the patience from Hughes.
Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡 keeps switching feet, giving Conor Hughes a different look, confounding some of that offense that we saw, the aggression early.
I also think there's some damage on that left leg for Guedes as well, which is potentially giving him a little problem with his movement. Nice work by Conor Hughes to go high with the kick.
Conor Hughes is trying to set up that right hand. I'd like to see him keep that left hand in 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡's face more.
Good level change, nice timing under the hook for Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡, but look at that sprawl. Hughes used the whizzer and just punished the attempt there from Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡. Ends up on top in the guard.
He's controlling the wrist though, and as we know, Guedes doesn't mind being here. Hughes is doing a good job posturing up though, framing on the hips of 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡, so he doesn't really get the opportunity to get his legs involved. Good shots there by
Do not squeeze the trachea. Do not squeeze.
Got to be careful now. 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡 is trying to
Someone
outbalance
work
him
here,
here,
please, gentlemen. Progression.
controlling the wrists and getting his legs and hips involved, but good decision again by Hughes to get back to his feet.
Guedes using a lot of strength in those positions as well. That does run out after a while, especially with Conor Hughes being in top position, using strong wrestling for defense.
What he should do more, Guedes, keep that left hand in Conor Hughes' face.
Nice right hand, left hook combination from Hughes. Goes back to work on the lead leg.
You can see the damage just below the knee on the left leg of 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡.
He keeps switching his stance, but I just don't think he's as comfortable southpaw. So he keeps having to switch back, and then the lead leg is there to be punished.
Yeah, then he has to chew it up again. That's left kick again.
He's so quick with it. Conor Hughes showing why he was undefeated heading into his last bout. Switched the stance to the big left there as well.
Low kick there.
His left leg is chewed up by Conor Hughes. I think that if Conor Hughes steps in a little deeper with that right hand, he's able to connect.
It was a good low single attempt there from Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡, but negated by Conor Hughes. And now another leg attack attempt.
Looks like he's going to try and go for that knee bar if he can extend the leg.
Going back to that figure four toe hold. Can he create space? Can he roll with it?
You can see Conor using his left leg to hook over the grip, try and control that foot from being extended.
Really difficult to prepare for a fighter like 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡 with his unorthodox style of grappling.
Oh, this is getting closer here.
Sebastian 𝗘𝗨𝗦𝗡 just dogged in the pursuit of this leg lock. Forcing Conor Hughes to be defensive yet again at the end of round two.
Clean break.
Yeah,
Back to the corner as we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. A grimace from Sebastian Santana. When it's in the referee, waves off the fight.
Doctor in, fight's
That's a
over.
win for Connor Hughes with the body shot.
Dana's out, kick him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Motherheaded calls a halt to the action at 5 minutes of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO, Connor Hughes.
Over to you, Sean.
All right, thank you, Dan. I'm here with the winner, Connor Hughes. KO victory at the very end of round number 2. Those body shots, when they landed, did you know you had them hurt?
Yeah, I knew I was softening him up as the round went on, but you know, he's a tough kid, really good jiu-jitsu. But the most important thing is I'm fucking back, baby. That's what matters.
Yeah, back in the win column after taking your first pro loss. How good does it feel to know that you're back to your winning ways?
Hey, it feels good, obviously. You know, the fight in July, hats off to Tuke. But I've learned massively from that. I feel like I needed it. I'm more switched on up here. The team that I've got around me now are more dialed in and do everything a lot more specific, so I'm only going to grow from here. You know, I've only been a pro for 2 years. This is my 9th professional fight already, and I'm just climbing the ladder. I guarantee you, by the end of 2024, I'll have that gold belt around me, 100%.
Let's talk about your defense here, because the offense wins you the fight, but he was attacking that leg, he was dogging in the, was trying the toe fold. Were you any kind of trouble?
You know, don't get me wrong, his skills are good and he felt strong on my leg, but I train with black belts every single day, so that's nothing new to me, you know what I mean? We drill this stuff every day. I do this every single day, so I've sorted it all. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to keep growing, keep getting better, and the only way is up for me.
What do you want to see next?
You know what I want next. I'm in the tournament next year, and I want that gold belt and $100,000. That's what I want.
Well, the head of fighter operations is right over there, and he was pretty impressed. Connor Hughes, victorious, back in the win column.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a bantamweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135.5 pounds and owns a record of 9 wins and 5 losses. Fighting out of London, England, the Black Panther, Dawn Woodin. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135 pounds and holds a pro MMA record of 7 victories, 3 defeats, and 1 draw. Representing Georgia and fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Bondo Kikadze. Rich Mitchell.
Judge.
Mondo Kikadze in the yellow trunks.
Judge.
Dom Wooding in the gray.
Kai, you ready? You ready?
3 5-minute rounds
Let's go.
in a bantamweight showcase. Touch of the gloves. Southpaw stance for Wooding. fast starter. 5 of his 9 knockouts have come inside the first round as he goes to the low kick.
And as you said, Sean, all 9 of his wins are by knockout. When Dominic Wooding fights, you drop what you're doing, you tune in. His last 3 wins are by head kicks and flying knees. And those are just his last 3.
You can see how sharp he is with his in and out movement. Kikadze's thrown a few times now and fallen short. Look at that, so quick. This is why he's gonna have to use the fence to trap Wooding. Otherwise he won't get his hands on him.
It's the combination of the speed and the footwork of Dominic Wooding. There's very few fighters that have more speed and better footwork.
Oh! Nasty left high kick after a straight left hand. Wooding starting to figure it out. Another high kick glances off the guard of Bondo, who now tries to close this distance, and this is what he needs. Pushing Dom Wooding against the barrier.
Good job by
Nice
Wooding.
work by Wooding. Good footwork to get out, and then ducks away from the overhand right on the exit.
That speed is so unnerving for his opponents as well.
Nice kick to the body there. Good job by Kikadze. There's the takedown. This is what he wants to do.
Yeah, we're not going to chill here. We're not going to chill. We're going to start warming up that cage now.
Hard to be fast when you're on your behind, and that is what Bondo Kikadze has done to earn himself a spot here on top of Dom Wooding.
Yeah.
Inside control.
He's got exactly the weapons to neutralize.
Looking for the Americana from the scarf hold position here. Very unusual submission for mixed martial arts.
It could be really nasty if he's able to push Wooding's arm down under his own right leg.
Stop. Bondo, take your thumb out of the glove. There, go.
Rich Mitchell doesn't like the glove
Go.
holding being part of that control.
Wooding's got to be very careful here.
Oh, that's exactly. If Bondo Kikadze can extend his hips here and keep that right arm trapped for Wooding, that's a nasty submission. Oh, man. Great flexibility from Dom Wooding, surviving this for now.
The fence is helping Dominic Wooding right now.
Dom's going to try and bridge off the fence here, but he's getting his arm straight, which is what Bondo Kikadze doesn't want. He needs to keep a bend in the arm. Now he's using his other leg. Very interested. If Dom can get his head free, he might be able to take the back.
Wooding did a good job. Wooding, nice. Got his thumb in the right position to avoid the straight arm. Bondo Kikadze has control of Dom Wooding and is pounding away with his left hand.
And this is another way to finish when you're in this position. If he doesn't tap on the arm lock, you can finish with strikes.
And now he's going to try and crank the neck.
Oh, look at the arm of Dominic Wooding. Wow.
Dominic Wooding's arm might be double jointed.
It is now. This looks a bit more promising for Dom. Now he's got some space. He's trying to get to his knees. That arm is still in danger, though.
Ooh, look at that's bending the wrong way.
He's staying very calm, though. And he does a good job of getting it out of the way when he's able to, but still, that arm is taking some damage here.
A minute 12 for Bondo Kikadze to keep working on this arm. Dom Wooding.
Gotta pop his head out here. Kikadze incredibly strong, though.
And his short shots are going to be really annoying for Dom, but he's not going to give up because of these. The arm is still the danger.
If he can defend himself, though, Kikadze keeps going.
Well, look, as long as Dominic Wooding keeps offering that hand as defense, keeps trying to improve his position, Rich Mitchell won't stop this fight on strikes that are so short. He's got to get that arm out. He's got to get himself back to the feet. Bondo Kikadze not allowing it. 30 more seconds here for Dom Wooding to survive.
I can't even begin to imagine how strong Kikadze is in this position. I bet he's been training this for years and years, this position.
And now, if Dom Wooding can survive these final 10 seconds, you have to ask yourself how useful that right arm is going to be for him as this fight progresses. Kikadze will finish on top. Dom Wooding lives to fight another round. That shoulder lock to start and then that straight arm bar, those can be very scary submissions. You got to think about the future of your career, and he handled it.
He grabbed his arm, your head slid down and went in his glove. In his glove. Do not do that again. Next time I will take your position away. Do you understand? Back over there.
Dom Wooding in those controlled positions.
Back over there. Back over there.
Curious to see how Dominic Wooding is going to move in the second round, because he used a lot of energy in that first round to get out of that position, but couldn't.
He's also going to be aware how difficult that position is to get out of if he gets stuck in it again. Might make him a little more tentative. That was a beautiful straight left, though.
Right on the forehead of Bondo Kikadze, backed him up.
We'll have to keep an eye on that right hand and see if he throws it, because that was the one that was in danger for half of that round.
Leah McCord, who's part of our broadcast team tonight, she was listening in on the corner of Dom Wooding. Leah, what'd you hear?
Died in the first round. They said he has to keep it on the feet. They want him to keep his strikes long, but they want to no single shots. He's thrown too many single shots, which allows him to enter in. But they said they have to go out, they have to put it on him and try and knock him out in this round.
Right now, Bondo Kikadze back on top of Dominic Wooding after the takedown here. Wooding's got both butterfly in, but
he needs to use those and get his back up, back against the fence. Move away from here, because if Kikadze stays on top of you, it's only a matter of time before he's going to pass to side control and back to that scarf hold, I think. Body head by Kikadze. And he has not been sitting still for those 3 years he's been out. He's been working hard, improving on his game.
And they're working these positions every day of the week at GB Top Team. You've got Ash Grimshaw in the corner, Mark Jacasey, you've got Brad Pickett as well, working on these guys, developing their wrestling. So you can see how strong Kikadze is in this position. I don't see people hold Dom Wooding down very easily like this ever.
Kikadze has passed now to side control. Flattens out Dom Wooding again.
Stand up.
Time out from Rich Mitchell.
Dominic, I'll do the referee. Go stand over there.
Couldn't really see what happened there. You guys see it?
Time. Stay over here. Dom, are you good? Stay there. You throw 2 elbows. Come.
This might be a point deduction.
1 point.
He was holding the
1
glove
point.
again, was putting his
1
fingers in
point.
the gloves of
Back over
Dom
there.
Wooding to,
Do not throw
go to
elbows.
that arm block again.
Okay, so
you good?
Rich Mitchell
You lose your
like
position.
The gamesmanship.
Let's go.
Holding on to those gloves, which is a rules violation in mixed martial arts.
Nice job.
It's important to remember in positions like this, most of the time that position has been developed in judo or samba, which means they're going to have sleeves that they would use to control. There's a familiarity there with controlling a wrist, which is not just controlling the arm.
Great work again by Bondo. Just turned the corner on this takedown, and again, right into side control, gathering the legs of Dom Wooding and flattening him out.
Yeah, he does a really good job getting a hold of the legs, and then he changes the angle to take Dom Wooding down. A lot of people are looking forward to the debut of Dom Wooding, but Kikadze is shutting him down. Unbelievable performance so far from Bondo Kikadze.
Shows incredible awareness of the skills matchup, the style matchup, and knowing where his greatest advantages are. Obviously, he felt like his wrestling was going to be something he could use, and so far he's done it successfully.
Now, what's worth noting here is
watch your head there, Bondo, watch your head.
That's controlling the lower body of Bondo Kikadze a little bit. Now, Kikadze's doing a really good job of controlling this underhook here. The battle is that Dom needs to get these underhooks on both sides. He needs to get his arms free so he can start building up. This leg on the bottom here, the one that's controlling the outside leg of Kikadze, is only controlling him so far. He has to use it to start building up to his feet.
You can only use that leg when you get on your hip and then get your foot to your back. And then you can work back to your feet. But 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗣 is not trying to get on the hips. He's not trying to get to his knees.
Final 20 seconds of this second round. 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑𝗏𝗏 with hammer fists, pressure, smothering performance here against 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 so far.
122 ground strikes in 2 rounds.
Well, there's some disparity between the fight clock. I think we're well past 5 minutes here, guys. We need to hear a bell from this timekeeper.
There's the bell.
Well, one of our clocks got a little bit off kilter. 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗣𝗑𝗏 stays focused. 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 in the yellow, 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 in the gray, Sean O'Connell, Stefan Struve, Dan Hardy cage side. Liam McCourt also in the building, offering insights from the corner. A little slip there from Bondo.
Trying to pick his shots here, fully expecting the takedown attempt. Bondo runs into the fence.
He does such a good job with those overhands. And then going to the legs of Wooden, controlling him. There's another beautiful job by Kikadze in there.
Little miniature slam there from 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏, and again, right into side control, which makes for a lot of hard work for 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 just to get back to a neutral position.
And I'd like to see more urgency from Wooding in getting back to his knees. Maybe go to his left now. Roll to your knees, let him take your back. Try to get back to your feet. Back to the scarf hold. Does Wooding have the energy to defend this for a full round again?
It's a long time for Bondo to work in this position. And now Dom doesn't have the fence behind him either, where he can utilize that to walk up and bridge over.
It's a nightmare to defend this when someone's so good at this position as Kikadze is. And he's stopping the breathing of Wooden too, because he's lying on the diaphragm, so you can't really breathe in. So you're incredibly tired. You want to have all that oxygen, but Kikadze is pressing down and going for your head and your arm. You have to defend, and there's really no way to make it easier for Wooden in this position.
You can see the breathing of 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 as well. You can see he's struggling here, breathing a lot, stuck in a bad position. Very strong individual on top of him.
And Kikadze can pull himself down, can pull his weight down on the chest of Wooden. So it feels like there's a couple 100 pounds on your chest.
Kikadze content to just squeeze and pound away. He's not trying to isolate that right arm of 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 at the moment, which is what we saw him do in round number 1. Wooden obviously mindful of it this time around.
He goes back to it. He's trying to extend it again.
Dom, you have to move. You cannot lay there. Let's go.
Nice job.
The back door by Wooden. Kikadze sprinting after him, but Wooden was able to stay up. There's a high kick attempt.
He's got 2 minutes for the knockout.
Takedown attempt. Once again, Kikadze pressing 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 against the barrier. Got his hands locked.
He's gonna try and lift him up again. To finish the takedowns, going for a high crotch here.
I think Kikadze's going to try and lift him again in a second. Try and use this high crotch. There it is. Good balance by Wooden.
Nice work planting that right foot. 𝗘𝗦𝗥𝗢𝗏𝗏 stays on the feet for now. 90 seconds left in this fight.
Wooden does a good job defending, but he needs to move away from this position. He needs to create distance. He wants to go back to the strike and to have an opportunity to finish this fight. He's lost all the rounds. He's losing this round.
Beautiful.
Excellent trip with the left leg there. Bondo just reaps that foot out from under Dom Wooding and lands on top again.
A lot of urgency coming from the corner of Dom Wooding, as you can imagine.
Should let go of the leg. He's holding on to that leg again, as you explained earlier in the fight, Dan, but he needs to pull that leg underneath of Bondo, try to get back to his knees, but it's easier said than done, of course, with someone who's so incredibly strong on top of you.
Bondo knows where he's at in this fight. He's going to try and ride out the round on top. Would like to see him maybe posture up a little bit, put some heat on these strikes.
20 seconds to go.
Potentially earn himself a finish at the very end.
Some powerful short-range punches from Bondo right in front of the commentary position here.
But we saw it in the last fight with Connor Hughes. Short little punches to the ribs, ended up winning him that one. Final 10 seconds. Kikadze stands up. There's the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 26-29, 27-29, 27-29, all for your winner via unanimous decision, Bondo Kikadze. Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 3 rounds of action in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 203 1/4 pounds and holds a record of 16 wins and 3 losses. 12 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting at the Belo Horizonte, Brazil, 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘'𝗦 Silva! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is a boxing specialist and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 203 3/4 pounds and has built a record of 17 victories and 4 defeats. 16 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, Tom Breese. Your referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
Tom Breese in the blue, Clayton Silva in the gray, Sean O'Connell, Stephen Struve, Dan Hardy beside the PFL Smart Cage.
Let's go.
205-pound contest, touch of the gloves, and the southpaw stance for Breese.
Yeah, both of these guys do a good job of fighting tall, but Silva loves throwing some unorthodox techniques like spinning back fist and hook kicks. He actually won his last fight with it back fist.
Now, Breese is a very patient fighter. Usually he uses this first 3 minutes of the first round to get a read on his opponent's movement and on where he can capitalize. Then that last 2 minutes of the round is very, very dangerous for his opponent. But Clayton Silva's unorthodox. It's going to be difficult to get a read on him.
Oh! Stumble there from Silva on the short right from Breese. Now, we often talk about fighters growing in their skill set. Tom Breese has literally grown over the course of his career. Fought at 170, Then he was a middleweight, now he's a light heavyweight. He's continued to size up, fought well at every weight class. Actually, current UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland and Breese fought to a split decision, narrow contest between them back in the UFC in 2016.
He's got a very good takedown, but especially his transitions on the ground between submissions, from arm bars to triangles, guillotines, rear naked chokes. This is the man you do not want on your back.
Nice jab there, beautiful.
Patient start from Breese. Great defense as well. You can see how he covers his head so well when he's under pressure.
Leah McCord sitting cage side here. Leah, what do you see?
Yeah, you know, the team is looking for Tom to throw a jab. I think they're wanting to relax and counter. I think they're trying to draw a shot out of, you know, his opponent and finish. They do believe he's going to get a knockout.
Thank you, Leah. Right now, Tom Breese pressing 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 Silva right up against the barrier in front of our broadcast position. Going to work with some knees here.
That was a good knee to the body as well. Forced Silva to be a bit defensive. You can see how he's bringing his legs up to now guard. He's missed out.
Silva got right to work with the right hand, and now he's the knee. Here's that guillotine attempt from Breese. Silva goes over. Breese trying to get into the mount. Let's go. Oh, the choke.
Dangerous position this for Silva.
He's close to taking it back. Not sure if he wants it or if he's just going to throw strikes to finish the fight. Beautiful transition. Body triangle.
Plenty of time to work. 2 minutes left in round number 1.
Silva's got to stay calm, and he wants to roll to his left, as he's trying to do right now. He wants to put Tom Breese's foot on the mat.
So we're looking at this body triangle here that Tom Breese has got. You can see this lock across the midsection. It's very, very difficult for 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 Silva to get out of this. This pressure on the lower body, as well as the attack on the upper body, is going to be difficult for him to deal with. Beautiful work by Tom Breese. One other thing to look at that. Silva, but you can see as he throws this knee here, Tom gets kind of tangled up and wraps the neck. Now watch how tight he stays on this. As he bridges off the fence, he goes straight into a mount position. Silva's going to try and scramble when he starts getting strikes from the top, and then Tommy's going to sink in that body lock triangle. It's very, very difficult to release that body lock, but Silva had no choice but to turn away from those strikes. The body lock goes in, the triangle goes in. Now Tommy's working on the neck. You can see the hook behind the back of the leg. The body triangle's locked in. Beautiful work by Tom Breese. Isolates the neck, a good squeeze across the throat, and that is a tap from 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑 Silva.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 30 seconds of round number 1, declaring a winner via submission to a rear naked choke, Tom Breese.
All right, Tom Breese, victorious. I said as you were climbing in here, you're going for your 3rd straight first round submission victory. You secured it. You got your first win inside the PFL Smart Cage. Walk me through the finish on that choke.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to pressure him, educated pressure to begin with, get on my jab. He was loading up. Then we ended up in a grappling exchange. I swept him with the guillotine. Strong mate, he turned his back. Went for the short choke. Didn't feel it was quite there. Switched, got the finish, retracted my elbow.
When he grabbed your leg, you hung on a guillotine briefly. And then as you flipped over into the mount, you decided to let go. Why'd you decide to let that one go?
It was more of a sweeping position. Like I didn't want to waste energy on it. I just thought, get to the mount. I got a strong mount, start chipping away with strikes, and he turned his back, and I got the finish.
This is really high stakes fight for you, because it's not just about getting a win, but it's about qualifying for next season at 205 pounds. Tell me what you're thinking now that you've done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. I can't wait to get on that global stage and fight for that million.
𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗑𝗦, 205-pound champion, PFL Global. He's here in the building somewhere. You like that matchup, maybe?
Absolutely. Impa's a good guy, you know, and we've actually fought on the same card before in the UFC, so respect to Impa, but, you know, we're martial artists testing ourselves, and it's war.
Well, congratulations. Welcome to the PFL. Tom Breese, ladies and gentlemen.
He is is going to be an exciting addition to the division. Look at this beautiful work. Very clinical in the way that he approaches the fight. Great defense, even under pressure. Gets the clinch, throws the knee, but gets tangled up. There's the guillotine that he was talking about. He tests it, but then realizes he could use it to sweep. Beautiful sweep, finds himself into the mount position, and then with the body lock, he's chasing the neck. He tries the short choke, as he says, switches to the full rear naked choke and gets the tap. Qualifies himself for the regular season 2024 stateside. There might be a belt and $1 million in Tom Breese's future. He certainly feels confident that he's going to get there.
Featherweight fight! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a BJJ specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.5 pounds and owns an MMA record of 11 wins and 7 losses. Fighting out of Neuchâtel, Switzerland, the immortal David Crol! Opponent, fighting out to the red corner, he is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 146 pounds and has earned a record of 19 victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Swansea, Wales, the pikey Brett Jones. Your referee in charge, Dan Mulvahedi.
There's Brett Jones in the black, David Crol in the gray. John's the more experienced fighter, not only more fights, but such high-level experience. Winning record in the UFC, winning record in Bellator.
A very, very skilled and talented fighter. It's worth noting, though, that he is a bantamweight. He's moved up to featherweight for this fight, but he's talked about how good his training camp was because he wasn't cutting so hard. I expect a ferocious pace from both of these guys.
Nice short right there from Crol. He eats a left hand from Johns. And another good combination here from Brett Jones.
Both are phenomenal grapplers, but they don't really seem to want to grapple today.
There, Crol in on the nice takedown. And as I talk about the experience level of Johns, I mean, this for David Crol, he's excited about that test, right? Someone who's been on the global stage before, who's been in super high-level mixed martial arts before. He wants to prove himself against someone on this level after competing in Aries for so long.
And this kind of victory is one of those wins that really adds a lot to your career and to your status in the sport. If Crol's able to beat Brett Jones today, that adds a lot to his record.
Good job by Crol throwing these kicks. These kicks are really underestimated, in my opinion. You can really punish the calves when you're standing over your opponent like that.
Brett Jones has not enjoyed this inactivity over these last few months. He's been desperate to get back in there. And you can see that with the eagerness to engage. Beautiful level change there.
Great timing on that.
Nice pass. Good guard recovery there.
Hard shot by Johns from the top.
Driving the right hand down like a piston. Crol trying to get that right leg of Johns isolated. Settles on some hammer fist from the bottom instead.
Danger's off his back as well.
So aggressive with his passing as well.
Trying to go to a butterfly sweep, I think. Go to his knees.
Tough short rights there from Johns, but David Crol all the way back to his feet.
Beautiful way. If you can sweep with that butterfly, then you can use it to get back to your knees, and he did a really good job to hold on to that wizard too.
And then he pummeled an arm in so that it's over-unders here against the fence.
Nice job by Johns to drag him to the mat.
Heavy. You walk him up straight. Nice shot, Brett. Watch your kick. Scoop the legs.
Good work here. Beautiful hammer fist there.
Quickly, get over there. Head up.
Crol throws up the legs to maybe try and grab a triangle submission.
Good strikes from Johns from the top, though. Be careful here for his arms.
Dan Hardy, walk me through how how Brett Johns is staying on top against such a skilled grappler.
But he's constantly pressuring forward. You've constantly got pressure forward. He never allows. You see how he dives straight back in there. Always trying to get around the legs. Now he's on the neck, you see. That aggression forces his opponents backwards up against the fence. Beautiful work here by Brett Johns to stay aggressive.
90 seconds left to work in round number 1.
Very smart from Johns to let Crol get his head out, but then he exposed his hips, and beautiful single leg here.
Just ran that pipe. Took the base right out from under Crol. Now he's got a nasty crank here on the choke.
That looks tight.
Ninja choke here. He's got it. Crol trying to roll out. Really good defense.
The sacrifice move to get himself out of that choke pays off for David Crol, but Brett Johns staying heavy. Now he's on the back. Solo whip stretch.
He's got a calf slicer. Can he get a solo whip stretch as well? That would be wild.
The transitions on the ground are incredible in this fight.
I mean, David Crol is fighting incredibly well on the defensive side of things. Brett Johns, though, is just staying one step ahead.
Can he get it under the chin? You can finish it when you have it on the chin. He's really cranking on it.
A beautiful mixed martial arts performance. We're getting a bit of everything from Brett Johns. A slow black belt squeeze here on his neck. Crol struggling, but he's escaped it.
15 seconds to go. Don't know about you guys, but this is what I wanted to see between these two fighters.
Absolutely, Stefan. Great first round.
Incredible first round. Beautiful transitions and submission attempts in his first round. We got 2 rounds left to go.
Johns in the southpaw stance in the black shorts. Crol attempted that high kick there in the gray.
See a little bit of fatigue in the movement of Crol this time around. Beautiful level change again, drives through.
Second time we've seen him time that shot so well. And again, we talked about the experience of Brett Johns. He's been in there with some of the best in the world. He's been victorious against some of the best in the world, testing the limits of David Crol's mixed martial arts skills right now.
And Crol did a good job of getting back up to his feet, but Johns stayed heavy on him and was able to get that body lock. Beautiful job.
Be heavy with hands. There we go. This is what we want to see.
Puts him back on his back with that.
There, and again. Hammer fist. Keep hammer fist in. And hook with his neck now.
And Brett Johns is looking very fresh and incredibly good in this fight.
See how he cleared that foot off his hip then? Pulled the foot off his hip so he was able to... Looking at this foot right here, he's going to keep clearing it off his hip. Really solid work, driving him into the fence, keeping him wedged into this angle so there's nowhere for him to go. Every time Crol tries to post, you can see Brett Johns clears the leg, clears it out the way, forces his way past the guard. It's an exhaustive process for Crol to be caught in.
He's striking, Frankie! He's striking!
Here in the top position.
Take the back then, hop! Stand him under the arm! Under the arm! Frankie, get under the arm!
He paid for it.
Under the arm! Under the arm!
Hands coming down on his own face.
Take a leg!
Johns just keeps on working.
Take a leg again, take a leg
The pace
again.
he's setting is incredible.
Here it is again.
Hits forward, stretch him out.
Stretch
Everything
attempt.
you can pull on that leg, no?
He's determined to collect all the unusual leg locks in MMA, I think.
Can he get it?
Wow.
He's got it locked in.
The knees turned to the side. Crol's done a good job of twisting his leg so the danger's not there, but that must be putting some pressure on the side of his knee.
and on his diaphragm and his lungs. You can't breathe when you're folding in half like that. Brett Johns.
You've got the mate, no Brett.
Punishing David
You've got the Brett.
Keep
Keep straight it. Keep straight it. Heavy.
Now to the back again.
This is dominant from Brett Johns.
Crol spending a lot of energy trying to get out of these positions, but Brett Johns has got the perfect answer for every single defensive move from Tonatiuh Crol.
That arm's floating around there, potentially a Kimura, potentially an Americana. Beautiful short shot at the center line.
Punishing Crol in this second round.
Right through the middle there, that Tito Ortiz from the top.
Crol's trying to escape, but then he's going to deal with the pressure of Brett Johns, forcing his way past the legs. See how he doesn't go to mount there, that beautiful decision making. Hooks are in.
Every time David Tonatiuh Crol thinks he's buying himself a little bit of space, Brett Johns just glues himself to the back, glues himself to the mount.
Can he get the arm around the neck?
Here's his short choke attempt again.
90 seconds to work. I think he might have it.
Back to the grip on the short choke.
Tonatiuh Crol hand fighting as best he can. Getting a warning from the referee for grabbing the gloves.
He may have it here. It's locked in. It's under the chin.
It's a tight squeeze, but Tonatiuh Crol, give him credit. Not capitulating anything.
Wow, toughness. I think we might see Brett Johns move back to the top position here. There he goes.
Trying to stretch him out here. Going under the arms.
Training day in, day out with great fighters like Jack Shaw, Oban Elliott. You've got to get better, and you can see this with Brett Johns. He's improved all the way through this year. Even though he's not had fights to train for, the improvements are clear.
30 seconds to work for Brett Johns. Can he finish here in the second round, going back to the rear naked? But Crol's got really good defense on the ground.
He's going to try for another submission, I feel, in these last 10 seconds. He might try one more squeeze, but these shots are getting through.
Johns is doing an excellent job of letting his weight do the work. Putting all that weight on Crol. Crol's exhausted, and Johns is looking fresh still at the end of the second round.
And he's putting in some work from this top position at the end of round two. Championships, 4 belts on the line coming up later tonight. Sharp left hand there from Johns, and what a sprawl.
What a sprawl.
His timing has been phenomenal this entire fight. On his own takedowns, his takedown defense, his transitions. Oh! Jumping knee from Crol.
I think he read the fact that Brett Johns is level changing low. Tried to catch him on the level change.
Another good short knee there.
Had a hard time getting the elevation he needed on that switching knee. But scored with the knees right up the middle here. Now Johns pressing David Tonatiuh Crol up against the barrier.
Does he have his hands together? Great work by Tonatiuh Crol, but Brett Johns switches to the next attack.
Just bullies him down with that body lock. Back to the feet for David Tonatiuh Crol.
Oh, beautiful work to get the takedown, change the angle. He used Tonatiuh Crol's defense against him. And again, great timing from Brett Johns on that one.
As soon as David Tonatiuh Crol tried to step across, Brett Johns just used that, pulled him down over his own leg.
Johns does a great job of passing the legs again and again and again.
Good steady pressure. He's going to drop that left hip point down into the top of that leg of Tonatiuh Crol, keep the weight onto him. Strong shots from top position, and you could just feel the energy draining out of Crol. Head back on the canvas, looking up at the lights. Brett Johns never stops working, never stops pressuring.
175 ground strikes out of Brad Johns. The pace he's setting is incredible.
Oh, this is a very strong position. If he lets go of some strikes here, he might be able to get a TKO. Got one arm tied up. Oh, beautiful work again. Such speed with the transition. Crol's got a hand fight here. Nice work by David Crol.
Wrestles himself to the top for now. Now unloading, he's recognizing this is his best chance in the fight. Hammer fist coming down from the top, David Crol.
Showing he still got energy left after 2.5 grueling rounds from Brad Johns.
2 minutes left to work from the top position for David Crol.
Gonna see a triangle.
Triangle attempt, and it's locked in.
Beautiful setup there.
Johns is using it to punish the right side of David Crol's head.
It's going to be difficult to finish it here because the arm from Crol isn't going.
There's a stoppage because Crol couldn't defend himself. Brad Johns with the one-way traffic.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Motherheady calls a minute and seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner via TKO, Brett Johns.
All right, Brett Johns over here. Brett Johns, I need to talk to you about that fight. Brutally efficient, on top for 2 rounds. And then he reverses position. He gets on top of you, and that is where you get the finish. You're dangerous everywhere.
To be honest, Sean, I wasn't expecting that 3rd round little reversal. Wasn't part of the game plan, I've got to be honest with you. Look, I know what I need next, okay? I need a big, fat $1 million check. That's what I need next. And the guys at PFL Global can do that. I want to copy this man right here. I want to copy Brendan Loughnane. I want to copy them guys. Give me that $1 million check, baby! Woo!
Let's talk about the finish, all right? You lock in the triangle and you have options there. How did you decide? You could attack the arm, you could try to finish the choke, or you could just hammer fist your way to a victory. How'd you decide that's the way you wanted to go?
Let you in on a little secret here, Sean. I pulled my calf not long ago, running 8K. So to try and finish the triangle was very difficult. So I knew I just had to lock it up and throw strikes. All fairness to Dan Waterferry, you know, he left it, in my opinion, as a fair stoppage. But I knew if I just carried on striking, because the earlier rounds with the ground and pound, it wasn't long before he was going to stop. And at that point, David was stuck. He couldn't go anywhere. Look, toughest guy I fought, but this is featherweight, baby. I'm a blown up bantamweight. That's what I am. I'm just a fat little bantamweight that's come up to featherweight. That's what I am. Woo! Fighting these big featherweights, baby. Bring them on. Yeah!
Well, you already said it. You want a shot, $1 million and that gold belt. You think you're ready for that on the global stage?
Look, it's a tough test. But let me just say to everybody as well, nobody wanted me. I've been a UFC veteran, I've been a Bellator veteran. Nobody wanted me. A guy called Dan did that on me, yeah? He put his trust in me. So Dan, thank you very much. One of the greatest mixed martial artists to come out of Europe. Thank you for giving me that chance. Nobody else, not a single soul, just Dan Hardy.
Brett Johns, congratulations. Welcome to the PFL.
Thank you very much. Hey, I'm a massive fan, thank you.
Lewis, you're here. It's fight night. Emotions have been high all week. How are you feeling tonight?
I feel excited. Very, very excited and ready to go. I'm just in my state of zen. It's my comfort zone at the end of the day, innit? I'm ready to go now. That's all I feel. Yeah, I'm excited.
Amazing. What are you expecting tonight? Do you think the left hand's going to get it done?
Yeah, I'm just going to go my way, the McGrillen way, and it doesn't matter how I'm going to finish it. He's getting finished at the end of the day. He's done. He is done. I can't be bothered with hearing him now, mate. He's incompetent. I'm going to make him a vegetable at the end of the day.
Thanks, Lewis. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a bantamweight showcase. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 135 3/4 pounds. In his 13-fight career, he has built a record of 8 wins and 5 losses. Fighting out of Boa Vista, Brazil, Weslley Magic Maia! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 136 pounds. And he holds a perfect professional record of 8 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Lewis the McGrillen McGrillen. Your referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
There's the McGrillen. Lewis McGrillen is in the yellow trunks. Weslley Maia is in the gray.
Ready. You ready? Let's go.
Ball stance as always from McGrillen. Maia switching it up.
These guys, they just, once it goes, it goes. That's what it's going to feel like to me, I think. They're both kind of holding them back, waiting to get a read on each other, but I feel like there's going to be a barn burner when they start. They're both such aggressive individuals. McGrillen's looking for that little dip. He's going to try and set up that left hand. There it is.
Maia shakes it off as if to say, you're not going to get me with that, but McGrillen finds a spot for it on the body. Good inside kick there.
Don't go that way. Not that way, bro.
Nice work by McGrillen, trying to squeeze Weslley Maia towards the power. That was a good kick from Maia.
A lot of power there.
Oh! From Maia, stumbles McGrillen, cracked him right in the nose.
Both men have had success so far in the stand-up.
It's a tough test for McGrillen, this is.
And as much trash as these guys were talking, there's clear respect for the other man's power from both parties.
McGrillen going to the body again with that straight left. He's going to come up to the head in a second.
Maia's done a good job of timing his own right hand. He hurt the nose of McGrillen, who's had to paw at it a couple times, and you can see the redness showing on the midsection. There's the right hand. Inside leg kick again from Maia.
It's a very good weapon for him, especially with the wide stance on McGrillen. Very heavy on his feet. Off balance again.
Maia showing some excellent measuring of the distance and some timing as McGrillen tries to come in. He is the taller fighter, so punching down a bit. High kick that glances off the guard.
He's got a lot of power in those kicks. Maia's doing a great job again. Moving out of the way or countering with that right. And then the kicks. Maia's fighting excellent so far.
Got Maia in on a takedown. Look at this. McGrillen down. Weslley, Maia.
He's trying to push up the head of Maia and switch his hips, get back to his knees, but Maia is doing a good job of controlling his legs.
Strong work here from Weslley Maia. Teaches the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kids classes at GB Top Team. Really good pressure here. You can see him controlling this back leg here, trying to keep McGrillen flat on his back. Did a good job here. Now we've got the shoulder pressure at the top. You can see him driving into the neck of Lewis McGrillen, causing him a lot of pressure.
Good job by McGrillen to get his leg involved, trying to create space.
Hammer fist from the top. Weslley Maia frustrating McGrillen's efforts to get up, even as McGrillen grabs this underhook.
Good job by McGrillen here. Got his leg behind him. Good knee by Maia, though.
And then right down into another takedown attempt. Got the hands locked, hips out, down again.
We talked about it. The toughest test of McGrillen's career so far, and Maia's proven that. He's got the underhook again. And he's either staying close and putting his forehead on the neck of McGrillen or framing and throwing strikes. Nice job. Get out of position, but he's got his hands locked again. Back to the takedown. Beautiful.
Good slam there from Weslley Maia. And that can be so frustrating for McGrillen, who's now worked his way to the feet twice, only to be returned to the mat immediately.
Yeah, he spent a lot of energy to get back to his feet, and he got back to it, as you said, Sean, but right back to his back.
Could potentially take the back here. McGrillen's got to be defending his neck. This is great work by Weslley Maia. 10
Body
seconds,
lock.
though.
Triangle on the body here. Knowing the time is short, Weslley Maia is going to try and finish on top here. Weslley Maia, round two.
McGrillen pressing forward, straight away.
Tries a jumping knee, then right in to another takedown. Oh, landed awkwardly on the right leg. McGrillen's leg got caught up underneath him. Maia bullying his way into this takedown and now on the back.
A lot of adversity to deal with for McGrillen. Really the first time in his career he has to deal with something like this. Body triangle.
And so much time for Weslley Maia, more than 4 minutes to work on the back of Lewis McGrillen.
It's difficult for Maia to do work with the body triangle because of the fence in his back, but it's also difficult for McGrillen to get out of this position. Now he's trying to lock up a reverse triangle, I think.
This could potentially allow McGrillen, if he scoots out of the back here and throws his opponent forward, that's what he's got to look for, to try and toss him off into the center of the cage so he can start to wrestle free here. Weslley Maia is going to be working on that neck and on that arm. He can't allow that triangle to get cinched up, and you can see Maia working on it with his hand here. McGrillen trying to unpick it, and he does.
Nice work by Lewis McGrillen coming out the back door. He's got to get out of this clinch position. That has been all Weslley Maia in this fight.
McGrillen is trying to create distance to get free from this position, back to the striking distance. But great job by Maia, who's been pretty much perfect this entire fight.
I mean, and look at the strength on Weslley Maia. Even when his body's out of position, he can just push his way through and get into the positions he wants to be.
McGrillen is doing a good job here to control the wrist of Maia so he can lock his hands again. And now he's free, back to striking distance.
That kick attempt off-balance Maia and knocked McGrillen back as well.
McGrillen's confidence is coming up, but he's got to set this left hand up. I like him working to the body. It brings the hands down of his opponent. Solid inside low kick there from Maia.
Maia is doing a great job getting out of the way of that left hand, so if you can't connect to the head, then you go to the body. McGrillen does a great job, but beautiful single attempt here from Maia, but great defense by McGrillen. There's the left hand.
Now McGrillen mixing up the attacks a little bit. He's going to need to do that because Maia has. 2 minutes remain in this second round.
McGrillen does such a good job of just changing the range a little bit, bouncing in and out. His opponent never knows when he's coming with the attack or whether he's just moving into range. That was a good knee from Maia.
Who's now down on a single again.
Good defense by McGrillen, but Maia keeps going for the takedown. Beautiful work.
He took the space away. McGrillen was backing out and ran into the cage.
McGrillen's controlling the wrist. Good potential to set up a choke here, but not sure if he wants to go for that against Maia.
The key here is this arm of McGrillen. You can see it underneath the body of Weslley Maia. That's what's keeping the space between the two. Weslley Maia's hooked around this back leg, but in the center here you can see this tightness on this wrist. That's what's slowing his takedown down. Beautiful takedown, rips him off the fence.
Good job by McGrillen, immediately building a base back, getting to his feet. Can he get out? He does for now. Under 1 minute.
Weslley Maia is looking absolutely incredible today, but McGrillen's only one left hand away from finishing this fight, as he's always.
Now, I will say that it looks like Weslley Maia's condition is fading a little bit here. He's worked hard and he's had good rounds, but McGrillen can see he's fading and he's going to start to stalk him with that left hand.
Hands down here for Weslley Maia, gonna have to be careful. Hands down means he can reach down and grab those single legs though.
Yeah, good job on making McGrillen miss and then back to the takedown.
Ooh, nasty left hand there. Right hand back from Maia.
Oh,
there's the left hand. Maia, 3 punches back. McGrillen points to the canvas and says, let's go, but now the man wants to swing.
Maia taking a page out of the book of McGrillen.
Keep an eye on the gas tanks here. Third and final round. Lewis McGrillen takes center of the smart cage.
Trying to press forward and get Maia with his back against the fence so he can move out of the way of that left hand.
Snap the head of Weslley Maia.
He's going to go to the body again with that left hand, try and bring the hands down of Weslley Maia. There it is again.
And you see, he threw the first one straight, then he threw the next one kind of around the corner, and the third goes straight. He's always mixing it up. Weslley Maia, though, knows where he's at in this fight. 2 strong rounds, kicking away at the body and legs of Lewis McGrillen.
Does Maia have the energy from rounds 1 and 2 still? That's the question.
Maia's definitely fading here, but he's doing enough to keep McGrillen guessing. McGrillen can't just tee off as he likes. Finding a home for that left hand to the body again.
Maia trying to kick that lead leg out. Sap some of the power from the left hand of Lewis McGrillen.
It's good defense on those left hands from Maia, though. Staying calm.
Well, the experience of both Maia and his corner showing here. He knows that Lewis McGrillen's best chance to win this fight is a big shot with the left hand. So he's trying to avoid that damage.
He's doing a great job keeping that right hand to his chin.
It's a much stronger round for McGrillen, holding the center. Beautiful defense there, slips the left. Never change.
Won't be denied. He keeps working for the takedown. McGrillen controls the wrist so that Maia cannot lock his hands and finish the takedown.
And you can see Lewis McGrillen, who's come up from flyweight as he's gotten a little bit older. And Maia, who's always been a bantamweight. Maia looks like the bigger fighter right now.
Yeah, he does, absolutely. He looked like he had a harder cut yesterday, though, which is why I feel like he might be fading in this third round. Good takedown defense here from McGrillen. This is going to be exhausting for Weslley Maia.
He's got his hands locked again. He's going to try and get McGrillen away from the cage again.
This overhook here from McGrillen is saving him from this takedown. You can see he's got it dug in the back here. That is holding Weslley Maia up. Really good work, clever work. Now he's got his head position. He's going to try and circle off the fence and get some space.
McGrillen now taking the center again with 2 minutes left to work.
Side kick from McGrillen. Just with the left.
Nice head movement there from very tired Weslley Maia. Relentless. Another big body kick.
Good right hand there from Maia.
Early in the fight, he was able to time that right hand very successfully.
He's flat on his feet in this third round, though. The first and the second round, he moved out of the way, but he doesn't have the energy to do that again this round. Ties up McGrillen.
McGrillen trying to clear this single leg attempt. Maia's got a good clamp on it. Minute to go here.
Good defense from McGrillen, but he needs a finish in this third round. He's got 55 seconds left to find that finish, in my opinion.
These are good shots from McGrillen, even though they're short shots. Almost got his fingertips together. There he
lost his hands. He's going to drag him away from the fence again.
This might be the last big effort from Weslley Maia. If he's able to score this takedown, that might be at least safe enough to get the last 30 seconds without catching a left hand to the chin. Great takedown defense from McGrillen here. Hand fighting, great footwork.
But Maia stays heavy, not allowing McGrillen to go on the offensive. Final 10 seconds. Maia with the closed guard, protecting himself. Tosses his mouthpiece out and away. Final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. For your winner, via unanimous decision, Weslley Maia!
Simeon, big fight tonight. It's the final. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. I've done what I can throughout this camp, and I'm just ready to prove to the world what I'm on and who I am. So yeah, I'm excited.
You said yesterday that you think your opponent may start a bit differently, may come out slower. Are you still expecting that, or are you going to go in and put the pace on him tonight?
I'm prepared for every element of this game, but yeah, I've got my way, and I'm going to execute.
Great. Thanks so much for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Dublin 3 Arena, we are about to make history. The following is our first 6-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Europe Light Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 204.5 pounds and holds a professional record of 7 wins and 1 loss. All 7 victories coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Ljubljana, Slovenia, the Gorilla, Jakob Nedoh. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 204.5 pounds and holds an undefeated professional record of 9 victories and no defeats. 7 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of London, England, Smooth Simeon Powell. Your referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
Smooth Simeon Powell in the blue, Jakob Nedoh in the gray.
Ready? Let's go.
5 5-minute rounds possible, $100,000, a gold belt, and a place in the global roster at stake for these men.
This season.
Through for Nedoh. Powell lean back to take some of the heat off it.
Good calf kick there by Powell.
He feigned a body kick as well. Got the reaction out of Nedoh that he might have been looking for. Jakob Nedoh's going to have to be careful with both his lead leg and bringing his guard down.
It's a good weapon for Powell to take away that power in the hands of Nedoh. He's got to be careful though. Very little room for error when you start taking Nedoh.
Calf kick there. Certainly going to slow down his forward pressure. Great footwork by Powell.
And excellent on the jab and the follow-up kick. Simeon Powell stringing together a nice little combination there early.
4 great calf kicks already.
Dan Hardy, is it as simple as the conventional wisdom for Simeon Powell? You got to get this thing into the later rounds.
Look, he's doing exactly the right thing. His nickname is Smooth. He's got to be smooth with his footwork. He's got to be slick with his striking. Choose his moments to engage, because if he gets caught with one shot, it could be an early night. Right now, he's doing exactly the right things, and he's forcing Nedoh to miss.
Nedoh throws a lot of heat on every strike, so he's going to have to worry about a gas tank potentially as the right hand goes through the guard. Powell with that long jab. Right now, Nedoh though staying in his face. He's going to have to address those calf kicks at some point in this fight.
Body lock by Powell. Good job here. There's another way to neutralize the power of Nedoh. Put him up against the fence or take him down and put him on his back. But yeah, those calf kicks, he needs to address those for sure.
Look at the bruising already on the outside of Nedoh's left leg.
They're incredibly difficult to block.
This is where the head position's got to come into play for Nedoh. Whether he wants to take down or whether he wants to separate, head position's going to be key. Nice.
Simeon Powell works right back to his feet. Jakob Nedoh's on a 7-fight win streak. He lost his first pro fight, and he's won 7 in a row since. He's won them all by first round finish.
Good job by Powell to push down on the hands of Nedoh. Suplex by Nedoh.
be an uneasy feeling for someone the size of Simeon Powell to just be thrown around like that.
Very unusual, very unnatural for him because not many people can do this to him. But then at the same time for Nedoh, very difficult to deal with someone that's as big as you that can defend your takedowns. Look at his sharp striking by Simeon.
Beautiful shot selection. Simeon Powell managing his distance perfectly. Doesn't want to get into a firefight with Nedoh, so he backs himself out.
What an exchange that was.
Beautiful work there by Simeon Powell.
Great work with the jab and the head movement, Simeon Powell.
We haven't seen this side of Nedoh yet this season. Could very well be because of the calf kicks.
I don't think we've had time to see it. It's been so devastatingly effective.
Very true.
This really shows that these two are the right people for this championship bout. For as competitive as this first round has been, both of these guys have smashed through the competition so far.
And he's staying just on the outside. Perfect range for Powell, but a right hand stuck through for Nedoh.
Powell hurt him with that right hand. Nedoh showing his own chin here.
Coming to the close of round number one. Jakob Nedoh now pressing Simeon Powell up against the small cage barrier.
Good knee again by Powell.
Wow.
Simeon Powell in the blue, Jakob Nedoh in the gray. And I think you've got to score round one for Simeon Powell. Isn't that right, Stefan?
Yeah, I agree. He landed the better shots, but we saw that big right hand of Nedoh at the end of the first round.
Got to wonder what that lead leg of Nedoh's feeling like. He keeps picking it up every time Simeon feints, so you know he's feeling sensitive.
Absolutely. We'll see if he ends up switching stances because of it. It's starting to look like hamburger meat on the outside.
That jab is a sniping jab. Beautiful right hand as well. He's so quick with his hands.
And the footwork is really the big difference here. Because even on that exchange, Nedoh not able to bring his feet with him. Simeon Powell using his footwork to drift out of that range like you were talking about during the replays, Dan.
It's just really good range management, which we don't always see from fighters that are tall and rangy. You know, it takes a real craft to be able to move and find space like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 16 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout and 2023 PFL Europe Light Heavyweight Champion, Jakob Nedoh.
I'm here with 2023 European Light Heavyweight Champion, Jakob Nedoh. You and I happened to be in the same shuttle bus before the first event. We didn't know each other. I said, nice to meet you. You said, I'm going to be champion this year, and here you are. You planned it, you manifested it, and here you are. How does it feel?
It feels like dreams come true, but I know this is only the beginning. And you know what you can see, you can also do. And you know, I did this, but I backed it up with a really hard work and dedication. And yeah.
Look, you had an incredible season. You were so powerful, so dominant. I want to talk about this fight. After a couple first-round finishes, look, Simeon had a great first round. He got you into a little bit of trouble. He had you out at range. And yet, you go back to the stool, you come and you regroup. What was the conversation with your coaches in your corner like?
It was like, be careful for the leg kick, put pressure. If you take him down, just stay on the ground with him. But yeah, I know I can punch him with some good shots, and I managed to do this. And yeah, it's like I said, if you can see it in your head, you can do it.
What does this championship mean for Slovenia? We know nothing about the MMA scene in Slovenia. You're the first guy from that country that's really made this kind of an impact here on the European stage.
I think we are so small, but I think I just put Slovenia on the map and do some very big step for Slovenian MMA and the whole Balkan country. So I'm really proud of myself and my team.
Well, your team did a great job. How about this? 𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗡, 205-pound champion in our global season here in Dublin. You've earned your spot on the global roster. Would you like to fight this man in the future?
It will be an honor to fight him. I watch his fights. It's really a pleasure for you to give me the belt, so I'm honored.
𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗡 putting the belt for the European Championship on Jakob Nedoh. Head of fighter operations here in Europe, Dan Hardy, also here. A great display of sportsmanship. That's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing. Some hardware, all right, I like that photo op, that looks good. One more order of business. One more order of business for Jakob Nedoh. Don't forget the giant check, my friend. Pete Murray, CEO here at PFL, a visionary who's changing the MMA landscape with a $100,000 check. Dublin one more time, Jakob Nedoh, European champion in 2023.
Thanks, Sean. I'm here with Dakota. Dakota, you're here in the 3 Arena. It's the final. Is this what you were expecting if you look at yourself this time last year?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been waiting all year for this. It's finally here. You know, it's been the longest year I've probably had, but I've enjoyed it and I'm excited to get in there and do it for the last time now.
And how has Fight Week been in Dublin? Have you enjoyed it? How are you dealing with the pressure?
Yeah, I'm just, you know, pressure's a privilege for me. You know, I'm absolutely honoured to be in this position. You know, the opportunities PFL Europe have brought me this year have been second to none. So, you know, I've just got to take it as it's coming, and just enjoy the process.
Okay, best of luck tonight to Dakota.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 6-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 124.5 pounds and holds an MMA record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Representing Italy and fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Valentina Scatizzi! And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She is a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 124.5 pounds and holds a perfect undefeated record of 9 victories and no defeats. 8 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Manchester, England, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva! Referee in charge, Dan Mulvaney.
Judge. Dakota in the red, Valentina in the gray. Sean O'Connell, Brendan Loughnane.
Round number 1, ladies. You ready? Ready? Have fun.
Scatizzi in the southpaw stance, coming out aggressive. And running right into some strikes from Dakota Ditcheva.
I think this is the only way that Scatizzi can win this. Make it there. Oh, lovely front kicks. Go off the foot. Beautiful.
This is good pressure though from Scatizzi. She's got to get around these legs. Oh, knees!
This clinched knee is we saw Dakota Ditcheva finish a fight last year with that nasty to the body. She's absolutely devastating in these tight positions.
Good head position here from Dakota. Nice knee to the head as well.
Nice tricky knee there from Dakota. Another one's coming, it looks like. Beautiful. There we go.
Now Scatizzi in on the entrance here, trying to get this, got the hands locked. See if she can get Dakota's hips off the cage. Put her on her back.
I mean, it's a good game plan from Scatizzi. It's the way she's got to win. It's not always pretty.
The smart thing to do though, right? Slow this fight down to 25 minutes. You've got to buy some time and get your lungs back under you.
I mean, the last thing she can do is stand at range with the Crol. We know that.
There's that strength you talked about, Brandon.
Exactly.
Good work by Dakota maintaining balance. And look at that. Scatizzi ripping to the body. Already some swelling under the left eye of the Italian.
Dakota's got to keep the center of the octagon here.
Can't question the gameness of Scatizzi.
Beautiful.
Look at this tight plumb. Every time Scatizzi gets close, Dakota Ditcheva.
I mean, there's that tenacity again. Straight in, closes the distance. Nice turn from Dakota. She's very effective with the knees here on the fence.
Really good, actually. Just curves them into the midsection like that.
Real Muay Thai. Beautiful
Muay Thai, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
That'll drain the gas tank as well.
You can see, I mean, the pain on the face of Valentina Scatizzi as she tries to shrink that space, shrink that target that Dakota Ditcheva has available to her.
Dakota very smart here, using aggression, putting her on the fence, slipping that right knee up the side. A beautiful technique from Dakota.
And all coming from that head position as well, forcing her opponent to turn into the knee with her head.
Good little off balance there. Dakota trying to drag Valentina Scatizzi. Nice right hand.
This could be it though. But there's that toughness again.
It's going to take a lot to get Valentina Scatizzi out of this opportunity. She knows what's at stake. $100,000 and a place in the PFL's global future for whoever wins this fight.
Dakota with fantastic head position here. I really like the way she uses the pressure.
And the use of the tight clinch as well. You very, very rarely see it in MMA. I mean, only likes of Anderson Silva really mastered that position, but Dakota uses it so well.
More pain on the face of Scatizzi, whose body has taken a ton of damage, and now Dakota goes upstairs.
I mean, we're sat close here. Them knees are devastating.
Look at the left eye of Valentina Scatizzi, already severely swollen, not even through round 1.
Good effort there. Valentina needs to square up and close this distance where these knees are coming through. Better try and hustle off the fence, get in on the legs. There we go. That's a better move from her. If she switches to a single, she might have a better time of trying to finish this, but Dakota's going to have great takedown defense because, of course, this is what she expects from everybody she fights.
I mean, Dakota also needs to be careful here to not go too hard too early because, you know, this girl's really tough. It's a 5-round fight. You have to be careful here. But great work from Scatizzi here.
Ultimate left, Scatizzi wrestling right in front of her own corner. John Kavanaugh, SPG coach, they're guiding her along.
Comes from a great team, they both do.
Dakota's done a considerable amount of damage in one round. That's going to be lingering for the next 20 minutes if it goes that distance.
I love the way she uses the palm there because obviously no elbows in the PFL. You have to adjust with things like this.
And we know how effective a palm strike can be. Bas Rutten, palm strike to the liver.
I mean, you look at the work by Valentina Scatizzi, a lot of effort expended to try and get Dakota down. And look, that eye, we might not see it too without I think the doctor's going to step in and stop this. I don't think she's going to be able to see out of that eye. Another right hand there from Dakota Ditcheva.
Good call. Good call.
For the sake of fighter safety, that is the right thing to do, absolutely. Valentina Scatizzi is disappointed, but Dakota Ditcheva.
And she's a deserving winner this year. She really is. She's looked amazing.
At 5 minutes of round number 1. Declaring your winner via TKO on medical advice due to the fighter being unable to continue. Declaring your winner and 2023 women's flyweight champion, Dakota Ditcheva!
Thank you, Stefan Struve. I'm here with Dakota Ditcheva, flyweight champion in PFL Europe. Let's talk about that first round damage. The clinch was beautiful, the knees to the midsection and the face. You swelled her eyes shut. Did you know it was over when you headed back to your corner?
Yeah, I could see she couldn't see out of it like the last 30 seconds, so I'm surprised they didn't stop it straight away because that's what I was pointing at. There was no way the doctor was letting her out with that eye.
How do you feel about the performance? Dan Hardy and Brendan Loughnane were both saying you have the best knees in all of mixed martial arts right now. Regardless of division, man or woman, they say you've got the best knees. Do you agree?
Joe, it's funny because in Thai boxing, I never thought my clinch was any good. And then it came over to MMA, and now I seem to be using it all the time, so I'll take that one.
Well, you have the European flyweight strap. PFL has acquired Bellator, global MMA powerhouse, endless possibilities. What's next for Dakota Ditcheva?
Anything. Give me whoever you want, get me to fight wherever you want. I'll stay in Europe, I'll go to America, I'll clean them all out. Just give them to me one by one.
Well, I saw you come running over after the win. You said, "Give me the money." That's Pete Murray's job. So here's the big check, Dakota Ditcheva, your first ever women's flyweight European champion, $100,000, a belt, and an unlimited potential from Dakota Ditcheva. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Dangerous.
I'm here with Dylan Tuke. Dylan, you've had some massive nights in the 3 Arena. You haven't fought here in a long time. What does it mean to you to be back here fighting in front of your hometown?
It feels good to come back and be in front of my hometown and go 4-1 in the 3 Arena. I look forward to this. I always put on a great performance. I'm a local lad. I'm not like one of all the fakes. I'm a real thing, so I get respected by all the people, and I look forward to having a good after party in the flats after this, yeah.
And Dylan, you've had some flashy wins here. What are you expecting tonight from your opponent or from your performance?
Grooviness, dancing. I'm just going to groove like never before. I can't fucking wait. I'm buzzing.
Okay, best of luck, Dylan.
Thank you so much. Let's tune in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a lightweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155 1/4 pounds. In 13 pro fights, he has built a record of 10 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Avignon, France, Yazid Chouchane. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He went in officially at 156 pounds, and his 10-fight career has earned a record of 6 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Bathgate, Scotland, and representing Ireland, Dylan the Nuke Tuke. Referee in charge, Derek Hickey.
The Nuke is in the green. Yazid Chouchane is in the gray. We got Irishmen in the next 4 bouts. I think this is when the spot lives up to its reputation.
There's the lateral movement from Tuke. Lovely feints. He's very good at darting in off his back foot and sniping with straight punches. We've seen a much smarter and more patient version of Dylan Tuke in this 2023 season. Surprising Tonatiuh in his regular season bout back in Berlin, using very smart game planning and lateral movement to pick his opponents off. That's exactly what he's doing here.
Great movement from Dylan, perfect game plan. You cannot stand in the pocket with Yazid.
And he was so determined to be on this card as well. As soon as he stepped out of the smart cage in Paris, coming off that unsuccessful playoff bout, he was asking for this. He needed stitches. I said, look, let's see how your face is going to be. But he's healed up like Wolverine and he's back in here.
I mean, that's the gameness, that's the Irish gameness, you know. I mean, he took a lot of damage in that fight, and to be back here and moving the way he is, it's a testament to him.
We've seen his grappling especially improve recently. I mean, he's out there in Scotland with the likes of Stevie Ray, multiple-time lightweight contender on the global season.
You can just see the way that Chouchane holds that right hand. It's like, this is going to do all kinds of damage if I land it.
Yazid is a very clean striker. I like the way he moves forward, nice like that. Beautiful to watch.
Makes up for the height and reach disadvantage with commitment to his punches.
I mean, Dylan's got the right game plan here, but can he do it for 15 minutes?
The defense is its own reward, but Tuke so far, running behind the offense is just moving. Trying to frustrate Yazid Chouchane, playing the long game.
I think he's trying to frustrate the Frenchman here. Oh, there's that dancing punch.
There's that power, guys. There's that power. You can't rush in on Yazid.
Landed behind the ear and set Tuke off balance.
Dylan's trying to find a way in here. He's using different stances, he's faking.
He's just dangerous whenever you get close to him, Chouchane. You can tell by the way that he's standing waiting. Reminds me of John Lineker. He knows he's got power in his hands.
Chouchane, very skilled, great footwork. You know, doesn't use a lot of energy, guys. He's always in good position.
A live poke there, maybe.
There's Dylan Tuke now, and this is why we love him. And his fakes, but he's got to follow up on them fakes, Dan, he really does.
Yes. I think he's going to start firing that head kick in a minute. He keeps twitching the hip like he's going to kick. There it is again, look.
Time to throw it now.
I mean, he's been given different looks. 3.5 minutes into this fight. He's landed 2 strikes.
I think Chouchane also needs a lot more offense, you know. He's moving forward, but there's a lot of faking going on.
Chouchane with a protest on what he thought was a second eye poke there.
I mean, we can see that Chouchane's trying to load that overhand right here. Nice kick from Tuke, we've been waiting for that.
Goes to the body on the second.
He's really trying to frustrate Yazid here. Yazid doing a really good job of maintaining his control. We saw a little bit more recklessness from him in Paris.
I like the way Dylan uses them teeps, I really do. He's really effective with them.
Real stabbing teeps to the midsection.
Real nice accuracy from Dylan.
Drawing the punches, forcing his opponent to miss.
Oh, nice.
Now he's looking to capitalize.
There we go.
Yeah.
He's using the fakes now to his advantage. He's got Yazid fighting.
Landed a head kick there. Yazid just shrugged it off and threw a right hand back.
Yazid's got his
10 seconds.
right hand really low, which is dangerous against a southpaw.
Putting up that right hand and waiting for the engagement.
But you also didn't move sideways. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Or backwards, in fact. So Chouchane's got to try and start taking the legs away. If I was him, I would be looking at attacking the base. Set up with your hands because we know that Tuke respects the power in his hands, but then start looking for those leg attacks.
Chouchane thought about a little spitting attack there as you saw Dylan Tuke moving to his right.
I mean, Chouchane is being very predictable right now. I mean, we know he's going to go jab overhand every time. He needs to mix it up himself a little. There we go.
Looking to catch him off balance as he's throwing that rear kick. Perhaps if Tuke said, there it is again.
That
Hard
one's sunk
kick.
in, that one's sunk in.
Brendan Loughnane sitting in on the broadcast team right now. Chouchane bullies Dylan Tuke to the ground, and now can he keep him down? Tuke has the underhook and works his way back to the feet. Now it's Tuke.
Excellent transition from Tuke. Beautiful work.
Smart, clever wrestling. Von Flue choke potentially here. Chouchane lets go of the head. That's a smart thing to do. Tuke looking good here.
Looking for the far wrist.
And this is really the beauty of what has happened with Dylan Tuke's game, is that, you know, when he sees these spots where it's time for him to explode, time for him to put in the effort, he's done it. And he wrestled his way to this top position.
This is excellent grappling and top control from Dylan Tuke. And then he's got his leg in between the legs. Fantastic. He's got the far wrist trap. Beautiful position here from Dylan Tuke.
If he can pressure Chouchane down onto his left shoulder, he's going to have him trapped here with the Dagestani handcuff. There it is. Tries to get the near side hook in.
Very good grappling from Dylan Tuke.
Dylan Tuke takes the back of Yazid Chouchane, and he's got the body lock to go with it.
Dylan showing his well-rounded game here.
So look at this, here's the body triangle, this is what we're looking at. The control that goes across the midsection. We're seeing the hook around the back of the leg again, just like we saw with Tom Breese on the undercard. This allows Dylan Tuke to focus on that upper body.
Oh, he might be in.
Working with that choke. Chouchane's trying to bury his chin, but Tuke can squeeze through this. He might have this.
That's a tight squeeze, the grimace from Yazid Chouchane. Submission for Dylan Tuke.
Let's go, Dylan. And the free arena erupts.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Derek Hickey calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 36 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke, Dylan Tuke!
D1 finest, yeah!
Dancing, we're grooving in here, Dan Hardy. Dylan Tuke.
That's a long way up there, yeah.
Let's talk about this performance. Let's talk about the performance. All right, a very patient first round for you. measured and you were dancing around, you were staying out at range. And then in the second, as soon as he got close and he tried to wrestle you, you turned it on him.
What a stupid Why are you trying to grapple me? Look, honest to God, hand on me heart, this means the world to me. Thank you, PFL, for bringing me home in front of my D1 crowd. Yous are all a load of fools, but I love yous, honest to God. And party back in the garden and shoot flats after this, yeah!
Dylan, what's next? What do you want next?
Honest to God, all the way outside by John Mitchell and Jakub, I don't mind, I'll batter them and take a belt off them in D1. He was blessed that I got tired. I'm going to be back here next year and I'm going to bust all these fields. Oh, this year, boy, get it back next year. I promise that in my life.
Dylan Tuke, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here with John Mitchell. How are you doing? How are you feeling tonight? This is your first time in fighting in the 3 Arena?
Yeah, first time we're fighting in the 3 Arena. I'm ready to rock. I can't wait to go.
You've been away from home for a long time in training camps. Does it feel good to get the Irish energy, Dublin energy back?
Yeah, it's a perfect homecoming. That stadium out there is all for me, so I can't wait.
Unreal. And what do you see a path to victory look like tonight?
Box the head off him.
Best of luck tonight. Can't wait to see your fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 6-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Europe Lightweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 154.5 pounds. And he holds a perfect professional record of 10 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Austin, Poland, the auditor, Jakub Kaszuba. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 154.5 pounds, and in 9 fights has earned a record of 8 wins and a single loss. Fighting out of Dubai by way of Cork Island, John the Ripper Mitchell. Referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Mitchell in the green, Kaszuba in the gray. Stefan Struve is back. Sean
ready?
Hardy also here on the broadcast desk. Touching the gloves, they're underway. The Irish crowd loving John Mitchell.
I just do not know how this fight's going to play out. They're both so well-rounded and so skilled. The conditioning is evident on both of them. John Mitchell doing a good job of managing the range.
We're going to see a lot more striking out of Mitchell this takedowns is what he's working with in his last 2 fights, but Kaszuba is incredibly strong. The jab is going to be really important for Mitchell in this fight.
And we saw in Kaszuba's last fight against Tuke. He really turned the tide with his gas tank. A couple of left hands. And that sort of low
he's expecting Mitchell to level change. Looks like he's waiting to defend the takedown. Mitchell's been working really hard on his boxing, finishing up his training camp, sparring with Brendan Loughnane, Conor McGregor. You've got to think that's going to really add to his confidence in this striking range.
It's a completely different striker, though. Tries to get over the top with those powerful overhands.
Showing on the outside of Yazid Kaszuba's lead leg. Kaszuba kind of content to circle around the outside of the smart cage.
Just kind of picking at the face of Kaszuba. Little change there for Kaszuba, but what a takedown defending. Gives the Matador symbol.
So styling from John Mitchell. Lead leg again, putting a lot of those kicks as well. Yeah, the angle it's coming from Kaszuba is causing Mitchell problems in defending it.
Yeah, it's really unusual because he's traveling forward with his feet. He's actually changing his stance as he steps through. John Mitchell's doing a good job of giving him the space to express that technique without taking. Kaszuba might have just been able to recover there for a second.
Wow, front kick to the face, dropped him. Great job by the referee of letting this go. Mitchell now getting away from trying to get separation here. He knows he's got Kaszuba hurt.
Good head position here from Mitchell. Surely he's going to break and want to strike here. Kaszuba needs to hang on. He needs to clear his head. He looks foggy still.
Sharp knee to the midsection from Mitchell, who now is engaging in this cage wrestling.
He should try to frame and create distance to go back to striking like he's doing right now. There's the front kick again, but this time to the body.
Kaszuba still looks shaky to me. That lead leg still got damage on it as well. Unstable on his base. Goes back to the lead leg.
Yeah, attacked it again.
Mitchell's looking phenomenal on his feet tonight.
Goes to the high kick. Blocked by Kaszuba. Now Kaszuba blitzes forward, but Mitchell's having none of it.
And the damage that he's done to the lead leg is making it difficult for Kaszuba to travel forward with his punches. Struggles to put weight on that lead leg, as you can see.
Again, the front kick this time from the rear leg, and now straight right hands. He's got Kaszuba frozen. Back to the uppercut. And he falls into this clinch. Mitchell's going to have to frame out, work his way back to the center.
40 seconds left. Serious first round for John Mitchell. May even be a 10-8 on some scorecards.
Now Kaszuba tests the high kick. Mitchell tries to go hammer at that lead leg again, gets himself spun around.
Kaszuba lost the first round in Paris against Dylan Tuke, but came back really strong in the second and third round, so.
Good point, Stefan, very good point.
Final 10 seconds.
We know he's got that toughness and staying power to make this a long, hard fight.
Saw Kaszuba was wrestling aggressively. John Mitchell in the green, Jakob Kaszuba blitzing forward in the gray.
That lead leg is seriously compromised from Kaszuba. The way that he's standing, he's opening that center channel for the front kick again.
That's obviously a weapon that Mitchell has learned from his training camp, maybe from the tape study he did on Jakob Kaszuba. Kaszuba grabbing his clinch, trying to dirty box. Mitchell shrugs it off.
Stay sharp!
Well, the thing that's worth noting as well, if I'm looking at this from Mitchell's perspective, as Kaszuba's moving to his side, he's moving to his right, he's crossing his feet, which is not ideal, especially with damage on the lead leg. This is what we saw from Diego Braga in his first fight against Jesus Pinedo.
Mitchell engaging in the clinch here. The uppercut again, good block by Kaszuba. Mitchell needs to get that jab back popping. Everything happens from that jab.
That's a risky punch John Mitchell just threw. Started a combination with the rear uppercut. There it is again.
The uppercut worked real well for him in the first round, but you gotta lead it in with the jab. How would you give Kaszuba the opportunity to counter like he's done now?
Now John Mitchell pressing into the barrier here.
Good half decision in here by John Mitchell.
Nice work with that shoulder strike. He gets clear again.
Strides by Kaszuba there.
Set the uppercut up with the jab this time, goes back to the front kick.
There it is again. Kaszuba being much more careful with his own lead leg now. The rear uppercut. Mitchell's loving it right now.
There's a power from Kaszuba.
Good knee to the body from Kaszuba there.
This is exactly what he did in the fight in Paris against Dylan Tuke. Started wearing on Tuke. Those arms are getting heavier then.
Yes, absolutely. And this would be a benefit for him into the later rounds. The nice knee.
Mitchell. Kaszuba pounding away.
Mitchell trying to build a cut here. Referee giving him a moment to recover, but Kaszuba's coming up strong.
Flattening him out. And just pouring up. That's it. There's the victory. Jakub Kaszuba with the comeback for a European Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 7 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO and 2023 PFL Europe Lightweight Champion, Jakob Kaszuba!
Victory for Jakub Kaszuba, the first European lightweight champion in the smart cage with Sean O'Connor.
All right, Jakub Kaszuba's doing me a favor by not hugging me and getting his blood all over my beautiful suit. But
you look so nice. I want to hug him, but I can't.
Thank you, Jakub. Let's talk about this win. Adversity in the first round. He dropped you with the front kick. He had you hurt again with a couple punches after, and you wrestled your way out of that. Did you go back to the corner knowing what had happened in round 1?
I did not. You just reminded me. I got fucking hurt, excuse me. But I'm a Polish man. I go forward. And I saw him gassing. He was getting tired. He was putting everything everything into the punches in the first round. But I was patient. I was listening to my coach Gene, and I don't stop.
Well, you don't stop, and we've seen this a couple fights in a row now, where it's the cardio and it's the pressure that breaks down your opponent. This time it wins you a European Championship. What does this mean for you moving forward?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. What does this mean? We go forward for glory and for Polska! Sława ojczyźnie! Idziemy dalej! Nie zatrzymujemy się!
Listen, Jakub, this belt comes with a check you're going to get in a second, but it also comes with a place in the PFL Global season. How do you stack up in the chase for $1 million in 2024?
I'm coming for it. I can smell it.
Congratulations, my friend. Where's Pete Murray? He's got a big check to give you. Incredible performance, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the PFL Global roster, your 2023 lightweight European champion, Jakub Kaszuba.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a 6-figure fight. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Europe Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.5 pounds and holds a professional record of 11 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, Khurshed Killer Kakhorov. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 134.75 pounds and in 20 professional fights has built a record of 15 victories and 5 defeats. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the Black Mamba, Frans Mlambo. The referee in charge, Dan Mavahedi.
Judge. Timekeeper, commission. Round number 1, you ready?
Mlambo is in the yellow trunks. Khurshed Kakhorov in the gray. Touch of the gloves. Potentially 5-minute rounds at bantamweight.
Very interesting stylistic matchup, and this is exactly what I thought Kakhorov would do. He's gonna focus on the legs and chop Mlambo down.
Mlambo loves to throw those spinning attacks. Kakhorov doesn't mind being in front of you. Nice combination from Mlambo. Stumbles Kakhorov.
Mlambo starting off with a fire this time around. Taking the frustration of his last 2 fights out on his opponent.
Not a good right.
Wow, sniping so far. Frans Mlambo looking incredibly sharp in this first minute.
Really sharp, and more willing to stand in the pocket as well and trade. I mean, he's utilizing his reach advantage, but he is there to draw the attack of his opponent.
Mlambo already showed the problem when you throw just kicks and you have a lot of reach. Your opponent can counter you with those long arms. Not a good right hand there.
Yeah, it was a nice feint to the body as well to open up that 2-piece that he threw. Investing heavy in the lead leg as well.
You see Kakhorov already more hesitant to throw those kicks.
Oh, that was a good knee.
Nice inside leg kick there by Kakhorov.
Both of these guys investing in the leg attacks early.
I like this version of Mlambo. Far more on the front foot.
We talked about it in Paris when they won their fights. Kakhorov's kicking distance is Mlambo's boxing distance.
Yeah.
So constantly they have to be aware of each other's attacks.
That was a nice rear chasse kick to the... Oh! Mlambo on a neck, potentially. He's been taken down, but he's got a wrap of that neck. See what he can do with this to create a scramble.
He's got to be careful for a flu choke or arm triangle here.
He lets go of it, but here comes the arm triangle setup.
Mlambo's going to be wide. He's going to have all these sensitivities strained into him. Look at the strength of Kakhorov, though. Forces the arm across.
He needs to get across with his legs to finish this, though. It's going to be difficult, especially with the fans there. Looking for a wrist right, I think.
Trying to expose the back with this kind of pressure. Mlambo doing a good job of leg fighting, now gets his half guard back, now a butterfly hook.
Put it to good use, put his back against the fans, back to his knees. Nice
job
by Mlambo. was a hard leg kick by Kakhorov.
And you saw Mlambo draw that lead leg back for a moment, switch stances to get out of trouble.
Good front kick there by Kakhorov.
Seeing some redness on that lead leg though of Kakhorov. Some of those calf kicks have gotten through. Nice work. Stepping through with the 1-2, goes back to the leg.
That one landed right on the outside of the knee. And now Kakhorov gives one back.
Throwing a lot more kicks than in his last 2 fights. Giving Kakhorov a taste of his own medicine.
Mlambo does a lovely job of drifting away and looking for counters as his opponent falls into the empty space he left behind. He's throwing with venom this time around.
He really is. I mean, he expressed even after wins his frustration with his own performance and how tentative he felt. Talked about a little bit of rust.
Looking for the lead uppercut there. I can see him drifting into it again.
The Black Mamba is on fire tonight.
It's been a great first round for Mlambo so far. Coming up to 10 seconds left.
Oh, beautiful jab there. Incredible pace this first round.
Kakhorov swings away to the final bell of this round. Wow. Great first round between these two bantamweights. They did damage. Kakhorov also had his moments. Both of these guys keep an eye on the legs. Nice jab from Mlambo going to round number 2. Frans Mlambo is in the gray, excuse me, in the yellow. Khurshed Kakhorov in the gray.
Already 2 times in the first round now with that jab. He's throwing heat.
You can just tell Mlambo's in his groove here and seeing what's coming at him. Kakhorov takes people out of their game. He hasn't done that yet with Frans Mlambo.
He fights in a, he doesn't really fight, and Kakhorov doesn't fight in a rhythm, and he does so many unpredictable things. Like in the last fight, he threw Superman punches and then leg kicks.
Yeah.
But Mlambo shut him down so far.
He has a real unusual cadence. Very difficult to get his rhythm and try and counter. Mlambo's done a great job defensively though here.
Fighting 5 rounds in this pace though, it's going to be really difficult for Mlambo. So nice combination. There's a Superman punch.
Kakhorov goes chest to chest, trying to get this fight to the ground for a minute.
Looking for a body lock, but Kakhorov needs to change the direction of his takedown to finish it. Good job on Mlambo using the fence.
Oh, we're looking at guillotine here. Has he got a wrap on the neck? He's framing on the elbow. Good head position here.
Good job with that wizard from Mlambo. Definitely surprised Kakhorov with his aggressive striking in this fight. Spinning back kick again.
Kakhorov says I can spin too.
Well, we've seen that from him.
Nice right hand came in behind her. Kakhorov did, but Mlambo steps off to his left. Jab's a beautiful jab. Man, beautiful. Kakhorov with a TKO victory!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mavahedi calls a halt to the action at 2 minutes and 32 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout and 2023 PFL Europe Bantamweight Champion, Khurshed Kakhorov.
Great work there by Khurshed Kakhorov. A hard first round. He weathered an early storm of a very aggressive and unorthodox Frans Mlambo, who's now congratulating his opponent there. Khurshed Kakhorov is the 2023 champion, and he's standing there with Sean O'Connell. Over to you, Sean.
Thanks. Dan Hardy, you need to come in here because Khurshed Kakhorov's saying, "Where's my belt?" And I don't have it for him. That's on you, my friend. Khurshed, let's talk about this fight. The first round, Frans was moving well. He was landing well. How did you feel going to the corner after the first round?
Frans is an amazing fighter. His technique is a high level. And I said yesterday, first round is very dangerous for me always because I start slow. And my opponent start always fast and get tired second round. And I find my distance. And I get warm. And I can fight 6 more rounds. So first of all, thank you to my team, my coach, Mandy, Stern, Extreme Couture, and thank you, Dublin, amazing city, nice people. I have been here for 2 years, and I did here training. Yeah, I have good time. I had good time here. Yeah.
We saw you attacking the calf kicks as well. Was that always part of the game plan to chop his legs out?
Yeah, this was my game plan, but Frans started to do it first, calf kicks, yeah. But our plan works, yeah.
And then you land this big right hand, you drop him, you pound him out. Did you know when the right hand landed, you had won the fight?
Yeah, I tried it a lot of time, and then I catch him. I didn't see exactly, but we drill this technique all time. And yeah, it works.
Well, I have something for you. That belongs to you. You are the European champion in 2023. And also our CEO, Pete Murray, has a check for Khurshed Kakhourov.
You can see the champion getting his belt wrapped around his waist. Very special moment. Spent a long time training and living in Dublin, Ireland, training alongside Frans Mlambo. Both these guys got to know each other very well. And here we can see Peter Murray handing over the $100,000 check. That is life-changing money.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dublin, we have arrived at our main event of the evening, and the world is watching. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 145¼ pounds and holds a professional MMA record of 6 wins and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Nice, France, Shaka Zulu, Dimitry Solimeis. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 144¼ pounds and in 10 fights has earned a record of 8 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Nathan Kelly. The referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. Obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Now touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Rich Mitchell to oversee this main event. Nathan Kelly is in the black trunks. Dimitry Solimeis is in the gray.
Judge, time, ready. Let's go.
Close his hand there, that little finger's pointing out at his opponent.
Black egg there by Solimeis. This 1-1-2, but good body lock there by Kelly. Nice level change down underneath it. Now Kelly trying to drag Solimeis down to the mat. Does have 3 submissions. Before a crucifix.
Trying to pin that arm down, trying to pin that left arm. Solimeis might try and scramble here, but he may give his back in the process if he turns away. Nice work recovering guard.
He does a really good job at controlling his opponent with those long legs. For a longer fighter, it's difficult to get back to your feet. And he knows that. He doesn't mind having his opponent in full guard, looking to set up submissions.
But Stefan Struve, from this position as a taller fighter, you thrived in this position. What about the height and reach advantage on the ground? You utilize it to your advantage.
You just did what a tall fighter can do. He hit the leg, almost hit a sweep, but used it to get back to his feet. Beautiful job.
Kelly staying heavy with the body lock here. Puts his head in the right position. Trying to extend the body of Dimitry Solimeis.
To try and get past these legs though. Long legs become butterfly hooks and become very problematic.
Dimitry grabbing that lockdown with his 2 legs on the left leg of Nathan Kelly.
It's difficult to get your leg out of there, especially with those long legs from Solimeis.
And he'll use that to keep pulling Kelly down off of his chest. So they're more hip to hip.
I think Nate Kelly could pass that leg if he wanted to here. He could force that right knee down and get over the top of it. Now he's put him up against the fence. Look to see Solimeis scramble.
And Kelly understands that Solimeis is different, dangerous from his back. But it's a completely different story when he's against the fence, because he can't really create a distance for his hips.
You can see that left arm of Nate Kelly hooked around the body, acting as a wedge up against the fence. So Solimeis, here we go. This is what we're looking at on this side. We're looking at this hook on the inside. He's wedged it up against the fence, making it very difficult. He's also keeping this knee tight as well, which is making it difficult for his opponent to move his hips. Really smart work by Nate Kelly on the ground. the knee through, punching at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action of 4 minutes and 47 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke, Nathan Kelly!
Let's go! All right, Sean O'Connell is in the spot cage with a very happy Nathan Kelly. Sean, over to you.
Nathan Kelly, first round submission victory and 4-0 now in the Professional Fighters League, 9 wins in a row. Tell me how you found the stride that you're in right now in your career.
What's up, Dublin? Yes! Let's go! What a crowd! What a crowd! Every single time you come out and you make it the best show we can perform in. Big up yourselves to the crowd. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Let's go! Sean, I can't even remember the question. What did I just say?
Look, it's 9 in a row for you now. It's 4-0. Yeah. You've hit a groove. Yeah. How have you found this stride in your career?
I just, the activity is the key to it. You know, this is my 8th fight in just a little over 2.5 years. So I've just been racking them up. Always in the gym, always improving, taking no time off in between fights. And that's all it is. It's just discipline, dedication, and persistence. That's all it is. The keys to success. Keep turning up, keep showing up the days you don't want to show up, and everything will work out in the end. But 100%, I can guarantee that.
It was a beautiful performance. I want to talk about the finish because you're on top of him and he's trying to spin and get you off. You sneak in a nifty little back take, you slide in underneath him. As soon as you had his back, did you know you'd get the choke in?
Yeah, I had the grip under the neck fairly deep. It was just if I can get my hands clasped. He done just enough to pull off the full RNC, but I sneaked in the short choke. And yeah, it's black belt level jiu-jitsu. We adapt, we overcome, and we get the finish every time. That's it.
You take home a big win for the home gym SBG in front of the Dublin, Ireland hometown fans. Tell me how you're feeling in this moment.
I feel unreal. I feel like, you know, a lot of people might crumble under this opportunity, getting a main event in their hometown, you know, especially with such little experience, but give me the highest pressure situation and I'll definitely overcome it. I feel like I perform better under high pressure situation. The fans are amazing. Every single time I'm doing it for yous. I hope you know that I'm doing it for yous. You know, you make it all worthwhile. The support I've been getting the last few weeks have been unreal, especially over the last 2 weeks. It's given me a big skip in my step and it's made me want to come in and perform and put on a really good show and give you something to go home with and be happy about. So thank yous all for coming here. These are all legends. And yeah, I'm just chuffed, Sean.
So what's next for Nathan Kelly?
I don't know, I don't really know yet. I'm gonna, you know, enjoy this win, not take too much time off. There's not a scratch at me, so I'll be back in the gym next week. Getting back to it, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know, I'm a cheeky bollocks. I'd love to go into that $1 million season, but you know, if they have other plans for me, I'm open for it. But yeah, I want to enjoy this, and then we'll assess. You know what I mean?
Well, you're a star here in Dublin. Congratulations. Nathan Kelly, first round finish.
So let's take another look at this amazing finish. You can see that the neck is under the arm is under the neck, and he scrambles to the back to get the hooks in. As he said, the rear naked choke wasn't there, but he goes to the short choke, palm to palm, and he pulls that arm nice and tight under the neck and keeps a good black belt squeeze on it. When I talk about a black belt squeeze, I'm talking about a 10 count, a 15 count. It slowly gets more constricting by the second, and Nathan Kelly, to maintain his composure in this moment, shows you how special of an athlete he is.